Okay, Shalom. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge on the Command and Journey Home. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The ISUPK is not affiliated with any other group. Today is the Friday night Lashawan qadash class. I'm Priest Officer 500, Shamgar, Bun, Yumyan, holding it down in the UK, the city of London. You understand? And so this is the Hebrew class. So as I do every week, you understand, we're going to go through the ancient as well as the modern day Hebrew, the Assyrian Hebrew, you understand, that we know today, that you'll see around in various books and literature today, right? So I'm going to recite it, you understand? Abba, Gada, Ha, Waza, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Wa, Ra, Sha, and Ta. Okay? So I'm going to start with the ancient. Okay, Abba, Gada, Ha, Waza, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Wa, Ra, Sha, and Ta. Okay, so is the ancient Hebrew alphabet. You understand? So for those that may be new to the class, as always, we will always begin the class in the UK, in London, starting with the Hebrew alphabet to allow all that may be new or previous viewers to understand the fundamental thing, which is the Hebrew alphabet and the characters and the sounds that they make. You understand? And yeah. So after this, I'm going to be going through the Assyrian as well, which is the more modern Hebrew. But for now, and for a little bit of a while, I'll leave this up on the board. And today, later on through the class, we're going to go through some more translations and maybe a couple of sentences, using the scriptures as an example. Okay, that'll be enough time. We'll move on to the Assyrian Hebrew, and more modern Hebrew. So, above all things, the first thing you should learn is the alphabet and what each character is and how it's pronounced and so on and so forth. Once you know that, then you can move on to the latter stuff. Okay? So there you have it. That is the Syrian Hebrew or the modern Hebrew. You understand? Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za. Ta, iza, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, ba, ta, da, kwa, ra, sha, da. All right. So once again, we'll leave it on the board to get it down and remember it. Oh yes, one thing I will add as well is right. Alright, so these characters I'm gonna add on there for those of you who want to learn or read on a higher level. When you're reading, online, you're reading online and you see something like this, right? Or you see, let me see, what was it? Far, nah, right? And it is, let's see. Oh yes, and Kazar, something like that, right? Well, you see these characters here. So that's the Na, the Pa, and Kazar. Let me check that and give it to you. But let me just check the Kazar real quick. Right. Yes, that's correct. So yeah, so at the end of the word, when you're typing it, or you're using your phones, right, and you type it online, or you see the Assyrian in Google, right? You won't see this for the Na. You will see that at the end of a word or a sentence, right? Or you'll see the Pa or the Tazar. These things do change and alternate. Obviously, the Wa is here, right? So the Wa would look like this. And the Na at the end of a word would look like this. So the Na would be just a little bit, well, you'd see a difference. You'd be able to see that the Na is much longer than the Wa, right? So when I say the end of a word or the end of a sentence, right, it will look like this. The Na will look like this. You understand? Same thing with the Pa and the Tazar. Those characters as well, they alternate, right? Of course, in the ancient Hebrew, you don't have that problem. It just is what it is, right? This is one thing I want to add. Right? So give the time to get that down. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna move on from there. One thing I'm gonna touch on as well. Oh, damn. One thing I'm gonna touch on as well, just real quick, is the Dawadah, the Magan Dawadah, or the shield of David. Right? Obviously, there's a lot of fake Israelites out there talking all nonsense, and a lot of these fake Israelites today are a bunch of paranoid meatheads who just listen to conspiracy theories and are Christians. So we're gonna just show them facts and just clarify just real quick. You understand? You know what I mean? The Shield of David or the star, as people say, which is not a star, because a star is a giant ball of gas and fire that has no shapes or has no corners or angles. But anyway, so right. Okay, so just real quick. So we have David, or say Magan Dawadah, right? Which means, okay, so Magan, which means shield, right? Or hedge. understand? Hedge. The shield of David, or the signet of David, right? David is Dawadah. Obviously, it's in Hebrew, it's not Yiddish nonsense. That's David, yeah? And obviously, in the transliteration from languages, it changes. So you can see that on the board, Dawadah, David. This is how you write David's name in Hebrew. As we've just gone over the Hebrew alphabet, the ancient Hebrew alphabet. So, of course, so I can Da, Wa, Da. Okay, David. That's his name, right? That's David's name, right? Okay, and the shield, the signet, or the shield will look like this. The Da, and the other Da, and the Wa. That's the seal of the king, right? That will be his signet, that will be his seal. Sorry, Salakia. You understand? That will be his seal. So whenever there's a signet of a king, because every king in history has a signet, and our king, Christ, has a signet. He is the son of David. He is the heir to David's throne. That's the one. He's the rightful king, right? That's why he's called the son of David, not literal direct son. He's the son according to bloodline. That is why he is not no. He is not a product of an angel having sex with a woman, which is nonsense. Christianity teaches. No, he is the son of Joseph, and in that line, in his lineage, his forefather is King Dawadah, and that was and is the signet of that bloodline of that kingship. You understand? Of that house. You understand? And that's the Magan Dawadah, the shield or seal of David. Right? This is what the Akim and Akwafim were the truth today. Obviously, anyone who knows anything about history, over time, symbols and things are taken and used for other purposes in the world. That's historical fact. The oppressor, the so-called Caucasian man, has done that throughout history of many nations across the earth. You understand? Like the Nazis, that symbol came from a lot of different nations way before that swastika. They originally, at one time, there was a tribe of Gadites who used it, and some other tribes of people across the world as well that use that symbol for other different purposes. But the point being is that simply because nowadays it has been perceived or has been used for other things, its origin it still remains. Just like how you got people that they'll talk about the Shield of David, saying it's this and it's that, with no actual understanding of its origin. But then, in that same breath, they will celebrate Christmas and Easter and all manners of pagan holidays. But when we bring up the history on that, the actual facts about it, they ain't got nothing to say. You understand? And that's the simplicity of the Christian church, right? So understand this. UPK, we talk about facts here. We don't talk about opinion. We don't talk about how we feel. We talk about facts, as it has always been since 1969. Okay? So I'm going to move forward on that. Leave on there for a second. Okay. That's the point on that, to clarify. That is the signet and seal of our King. Right. So now, we're going to some words. Right? Okay. cover some words. Oh, actually, before I do that, the word for tongue, right? That's like your tongue. Is it tongue? No. The word for heart. Last week I said I will clarify, right? The root word for the word tongue is labab, right? Obviously last week I had a hell of a time just clarifying that, but yeah. So right, labab, right? Which is the word for the mind, which is heart, right? Not for tongue, for heart, right? Which is mind. That's what the translation is. And when you look at the root word, that's what it means. That's why in all the English in the Bible, it will see when it's talking about the mind, it will say heart. Your physical heart does not pump thoughts and emotions and ideas. Your physical heart, your organ, that pumps blood throughout your arteries into your body. You understand? But the simplicity of it is the fact that it is the mind, right? Right? It is the mind, labab, and I write in the Assyrian as well. Labab. Once again, there we go. So that is the heart or mind in the Bible. Labab. That's the root word. The other word that is used is labar. You can see it. Okay. Now we'll move on. The word for, let's see, messenger. Mm-hmm. malak, 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 right? The messenger, right? Malak, and you're right in these ancient. Malak, 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 right? For messenger. Oh, yes, and yes, here as well. Right? Mm-hmm. Right? Malak, messenger. Malak. So like it know. Viewing audience, if you're hearing bones cracking. Okay? For messenger, Malak. Now just be clear to understand that this is not saying Malak. This is Malak. Right? Make sure you understand that. Right. The next word now. We'll move on. For battle. Right? And there's many words for battle, of course. You understand? Obviously, this word has many synonyms, which are right, warfare. Obviously, the word corrupt as well. It's just underlined for that because that word is for battle, warfare. This is another word for the battle, warfare. Yeah. So it is Malakama. Malakama. Right? Malakama. Okay. So write it. Malakama. Right? Malakama. And then right. Right. So the Malakama, which means another word for battle, like the word corrupt. Right? Malakama. Another word for battle, warfare, and so on. While we're all here, I think I had one more to be passed. Right. Another word, Malak. Very similar to the other one, or Malaka. Malaka. So obviously, you have to know the difference. So there's Malak, which means king. Right? Malak. Now, obviously, Mala'ak, which means messenger, that's what you're going to get confused with, but I'll show you. So, Wow. Alright, it means king. Remember the previous word was mala'ak, which is messenger. Might as well put it up here at the same time. Okay, so you can see it. Alright, so on this board we have, on top we have malakama, which is another word for battle or warfare, you understand? Now down below we have malak, which means king, right? Both in the ancient and the Assyrian on the right. Just below that we have mala'ak, the previous word, only because to avoid that confusion, you can see that these are very close words. Look, literally one character difference. But that character is all of the difference, right? Mala'ak and malak. Mala'ak and malak. Yes. So let me. Hmm. Okay, so Slovakia, I'm just double checking something with the clarity, better clarity and confusion and foolishness. So just stand by, Slovakia. Right. Yes. So it was perfect. Right. So yeah, Mala'ak, right? This is saying in the context. But yes, Mala'ak. It's a different type of message though. I believe, don't quote me though, but I believe this type of message is from the Most High, but I'm not gonna just say that just yet. I have to double check. But yeah, okay. So we're gonna move on from there. That's messenger anyway. Mala'ak and Malak is king. Okay. All right. No sweat. Oh, this is okay. So now family, family, which is myself a car. Uh, myself a car. Myself a car. Myself a car. A car. No sweat. Myself a car. Myself a car. Which means family. Mhm. Okay. Another word. Judgment. Judgment. Myself up. Mhm. Myself up. Alright. And the synonyms or definitions that go along with this word is We have okay, sentence, uh, trial. So this is a case of law. This is a crime that someone's committed against the law, and of course, law. So mashapat. If someone is being stoned to death, the mashapat would be the judgment, the the punishment for the laws of for the breaking of these laws. Their sentence, the mashapat. Right? No, right. Is a part of mashapat. Mm-hmm. So out there in the oh, we're in the wrong place. So out there. Okay. Mashapaka. Mashapaka, which is family. And Mashapat. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mashapat. Judgment in context of law and trial and sentencing. That is the judgment for such crimes. Mashapat. Okay. Mashapaka. Mashapat. ISUPK. Okay, so family, ISUPK, right? Make sure you pronounce the car. You know what I mean? Got the heart at the end. You understand? Car together, right? So family, kindred. You understand? Household. Those are the. You know what I mean? That's the type of family he's talking about. Kindred, household. That's family. It's your family, man. ISUPK, right? The judgment in the context of sentencing, trial, and law. You understand? Masha Pat, Masha Pat, Masha Pat. You understand? Shapat, Masha Pat. And Masha Paka is family. Okay? So we'll move on. Yeah. Okay, we'll get two more words and then we'll move on from the world translation. Alright? Okay. Nabaya A, Nabaya A, which means prophet. Understand? Nabaya A. Okay. So soul, you understand? Your soul, which goes to the Most High after you die, you understand? And to be sent back on this earth is Napash. pass. Right. We're going to get some synonyms for the word nabaya. Okay. Okay. This is the prophet, like seer or spokesman of the Most High. This is the prophet, man, like Marsha. You understand? Marsha, like Marsha. You understand? Nabaya, prophet. Nabaya. What? Napash. No, okay. So yeah, we've got prophet Nabaya, and soul Napash. We've got time to go into a couple more. Yeah, we've got a bit of time. We've got like 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, so we've got once again, prophet, which is Nabaya, right? Then we have soul, which is Napash. Okay? Okay, moving forward. Father. Simple enough. Abba. Abba is father. Okay? We have open the book. Mhm. Okay. Stone. Aban. Okay. Okay. Ground. Adamar. Adamar. Okay. Adamar, which means ground. Uh, should be more space, but okay. So we've got a Abba, which is father. The stone, which is Aban. Yeah, Aban. We have Adamar, which is ground. Adamah. Right. So you've got that Adamah. So okay, so father, which is Abba, stone, which is Aban, and you have ground, which is Adamah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to move on past these words, and we are going to get a couple of, well, we'll get a precept, and we'll use that precept to, we'll use a sentence out of that precept. So take the time to get it all down if you have not. Okay. So father, which is Abba, stone, which is Aban, and ground, which is Adamah. Okay. We'll leave it at that. So for the last 10 minutes, I'll say, we will get 10 to 15 minutes. We will get a precept to see. Let us see. Joshua, we'll get Joshua 3 and 1. I think that's what, yeah, it should be the right one. Okay. Right. All right. So Joshua chapter 3 and verse 1, it says, and Joshua rose early in the morning, and they removed from Shittim, right, and came to Jordan, he and all the children of Israel, sorry, and he and all the children of Israel, and lodged there before they passed over. So we're going to get a piece of that, right? We're going to go from, and they came. It says here, right? It says, what do you call it? It says, and they rose early, and they removed from Shittim, right? and came to Jordan, right? And came to Jordan. We're just going to go through a couple of things. Okay. And came to Jordan. So it would be Wa, which is and, or Ya, Ba'awa, I believe it would be. Ya Ba'awa. Yes. Ya Ba'awa. Okay. Ya Ba'awa. Okay. So Ba'a would be came. And the Ya and the Wa in that position, let me get out the damn way, but the Ya and the Wa will make it in context. They, right? And they came, right? So Ba'a means to come, or they came, or they come. They came to this position, or they came to this place, right? And they came. Make sure you guys can see it. Well, Ya Ba'awa, which means they came, and they came. Okay. Ya Ba'awa. So we'll just write to that the confusion. Just say this. Right, this is leave out the confusion, yeah. Waya Ba'awa, and they came. Uh, okay. Unto. So start from the top, reading top down, yeah? Just so you guys know, read from the top down. Alright? I, which means unto. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so unto as far as or even to. These are the words that are used to this word I. Whenever you hear say the word I, so Waya Ba'awa, which is and they came, and then I, by itself, the I and the da, I, which would even mean unto. So and they came unto or as far as or even to, right? No, actually, let me get you there right now because I don't want that's what it should be. Even to as far as unto I. Mm-hmm. I Waya and they came We are Ba'awa. Oh, fuck. I, Ha. We'll just write the bottom so you guys can get the whole thing. The young done. Yeah. Jordan. Right, that's a location, a place. It's a river. Well, it's a river, yeah, it's a river. River Jordan, right? It's a thing. Yaradan. Ha Yaradan. So Waya Ba'awa Id Ha Yaradan, which means, and they came unto as far as even to the Jordan. Okay? Make sure you get this down. Remember, you're reading it from right to left in the Hebrew, and obviously for this, we're going from top of the board to the bottom of the board as anyone can surely figure out. But yeah, Waya Ba'awa Id Haya Slakia Hayara Hayaradan 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 Hayara Slakia Hayaradan, which is Jordan. Yaradan. Yaradan. Right? Worse, that's to be just the Salakia. But yeah, they came onto Jordan. Let me read it again. This is how you translate it. The word I is used for multiple purposes, but in all contexts, those are the words it will mean. Onto as far as even to. Let's see. Alright, so anyway, Joshua 3 and 1, and Joshua is Yahushua in Hebrew, which is so I've got, and they came unto, or as far as, or even to, which is Wayaba, Wayabaawa, right? Id, Hayaradan, Hayaradan, right? The Jordan, okay? The time's it, we're going to just quickly move on, and then we're going to get the last bit. It says, so Joshua 3 and 1, it says, and Joshua rose early in the morning and they removed from Shittim. So we didn't get that part. We got the part from, and came to Jordan, he and all the children of Israel. So we're going to get that last bit. The last bit where it says, he and all the children of Israel. In Hebrew. So they came onto the Jordan, and now, so here, right. So he, we came onto the Jordan. Abawa, Waya Ba'awa. So, and they came, eyed unto, or until, or as far as, right? Ha Yara'adan, which is the Jordan. And now I'm going to he and all, which is Wakal, I believe. Yes, Wakal. 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 And all. Okay? Kal is all in that one, in this. Wakal, Hawa'a, he, Wakal, and all children of Israel. Banya, Banya, Yashahala. Yeah, right. We just put off, but obviously we're not in the Hebrew, just about it, children of Israel. That's a Okay, so he and all the children of Israel, right? That's the last of it. Hawa'a, Wakal, Banya, Yasha'ala, right? And then you get that down. Give you about a minute. This is messy. So lucky. Hawa'a, Wakal, Banya, Yasha'ala. Children of Israel. He and all the children of Israel. So it started from Waya Abawa, so like a Waya Ba'awa, which is and they came, eyed, which is even to, as far as or until Ha the Yaradan, the Jordan, right? Ha Yaradan, the Jordan, right? He, which is Hawa'a, okay, Wakal, and all Banya Yasha'ala, children of Israel. Banya Yasha'ala. Okay, that's going to be it for tonight. So, with that, I'm going to hit the announcements. When I get it, actually, you can keep that time to write it down. Okay, that's the class. All right. Come on. Interesting. Okay. This is the ISUPK security announcements. Where the ISUPK started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, on the command journey honor. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're here to be saluted only. They're here to show themselves of the world. If they need transportation, teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will call each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3 and 8 to 10, means 10% in the Hebrew, but Ashura. 10% of every penny or of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teach a priest fund, free will offering for a priest not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations of the Purim, which will be February it's the 15th, right? It's a Monday. Um, but yeah, it is this February coming up. So keep an eye out. Make sure you understand and contact us if you need any information and further information. Um, right. Okay. And remind Akim and Akwa to take the bulletin board in the hallway. Anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headscarf, and headband. And with that, the courtesy salute. I Majum Shabbat, I Majum Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai Brakatam, Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba'Shem Yahshai, Yad Yam Ta, class dismissed.